The Daily Ironman Show with Ironman Daily is Ironman Daily. Ironman Daily. You can see here I'm mining iron. Unfortunately, during the recording process for this episode, I didn't have my audio recording, so there's no voice. So what I did is I kept the footage, and now I'm just speaking over it while watching it play in the editor. So you can see here I'm pretty fast, actually. I'm equipping all this melee stuff. I've done this before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run Bryophyta. I currently have 23 mossy keys. You can see them there. Withdraw all those. And now I'm going to go fight the boss. Teleport to Bryophyta. One thing it looks like I forgot is an axe. So I'm going to have to take the axe out of the stump that is in here. Did I even drink my attack potion? Yes, I did. So you can see in the bottom left there, I'm up to 96 attack and 106 strength. I'm going to unload my specs into the boss, and that is not quite enough to finish her off, but then the Sorachnus Cudgel comes in. So kill number 1. I didn't have to deal with any growthlings there. Let's see if I remember to pick up an axe while I'm at the bank. The unfortunate thing about this episode is that I know I was speaking into the mic the whole time. I already made this whole episode, but now all of the audio is lost. It didn't record properly in OBS. I didn't have my microphone selected, and so all of that has just been lost. But that's what's so sad about it. That's just the sadness coming through. Alright, on to another kill here. You can see I'm setting my automatic prayers here. I'm using the Ring of Dueling to teleport to Castle Wars, and then using the Giant Soul Amulet to teleport back here. There's kill number 2. Still no growthlings. So we're making good time so far. You might have noticed while I was at the bank, I withdrew my my beginner clue. I don't know if I kept that in the recording or not, and I dropped it there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be dropping all of my clues off at Castle Wars, not necessarily on that exact tile. And then I'm going to be teleporting to either Bryophyta or the monastery. You see I have the Ardoin Cape in there as well. I use the monastery to recharge my prayer. Unloading my specs, hit for a swift 29, and here are the first growthlings of the night. I don't have an axe, you can see I immediately recognize it, and I go over to take the axe from the logs, and now I right-click use. I think there's a way in the interface settings to allow you to left-click use the axe, and that makes it easier, but I was comfortable enough to just right-click use my axe for all of these 23 keys. This one here is a rune plate skirt. Not too bad. That's probably like a 30k, 36k alk. Pretty big alk. One of the better rune items to get. Now I want to speak throughout this whole episode so that there's no downtime where it's just quiet. I guess I should pace myself a little bit. If I keep speaking the whole time, then I don't have to edit any of the footage out. I can just keep it all in there. Normally I trim down the videos to basically just the parts that have me speaking. So, here we go. I can't believe this didn't even record the game sound. Anyways, here we go. I'm still using my bronze axe. I don't think it matters which axe you use. They all have the same effect. They just finish off the growthlings. Once the growthlings are down, you can continue doing damage to Bryophyta. There she goes. I think that's kill number 4, and it's Cosmic Runes. Cosmic Runes are good. It saves me from having to craft those myself. Because I use those. I use the Cosmic Runes to make air orbs for air battle staves. Drop off the clue, and we're back. I'm going to run this with 30 prayer. I have all these prayer pots. Might as well use them. I guess it would be better to just use them if I happen to run out of prayer during the fight. I use about half of my prayer per fight, or maybe more. It depends how many times growthlings spawn. But the thing is, you can recharge your prayer after the fight is done, so I should just do that every time, and then I don't have to use up any of my prayer potions unless it's like an emergency. Unless there's so many growthlings that I go through all of my prayer points in one fight. Because that's free. It's free to use the monastery, but it costs to use prayer potions. I'm not even wielding a holy wrench. I don't even have holy wrench in my inventory. Oh yeah, this is still recording. What a pain to kill all these growthlings with the axe. Oh, and then they just respawn right away. What a chore. These darn growthlings. Only 17 keys left. Got myself a can of iced coffee with milk here. It's not very good coffee. Not the best. I feel like it's made with powdered milk or something. There he goes down, and I get a 10k. Automatically goes into my inventory because I have the Ring of Wealth. I have a ring. Here we go, dropping off this clue scroll. I'm going to run all these clue scrolls after I've finished the boss. It's going to put me up at some huge number of beginner caskets. I don't even know. I don't know if I have 100 yet. Here's me at the monastery recharging my prayer. And we're back. Back at Bryophyta. So I think the best thing to do would be to recharge my prayer at that monastery every single time. And that way I don't use any prayer potions. Save all those prayer potions for some other boss. And, you know, use the monastery when you can. See, that one was so fast I hardly used 10 prayer points. And I get 2 rune mid-helms. Pretty nice. Going back to Castle Wars, turning off my prayer, thank you. Drop this clue off. Drop off the helms. I don't even have to go out here. I could have just teleported back to the entrance. Teleport right there, yeah. But I did get to drop off my inventory and get a new ring of dueling. Making good progress on this one. Bam. Oh, almost done. Without any growthlings? Yes, that's what you like to see. No growthlings at all. We don't want them. Always use protection so that you don't make growthlings. And if that doesn't work, you can use plan B. This item you're trying to put down is considered valuable. Why am I dropping all my items? I just want to drop the clue. Drop it right there on that green rug. Up to 8 clues now. 15 keys to go. Yeah, let's go. And remember to pray magic and pray piety. My attack is down to 87 and my strength is down to 97, so I could repot up. I'm also poisoned right now and I'm not drinking my anti-poison. You can click on the health orb instead of the anti-poison in order to cure it. Why am I waiting? Why am I not drinking that faster? And unfortunate growthlings right when it's on low health. All 3 growthlings going down, and now we can go back to the boss. Hopefully get this finished without any more. Boom. And I'm down to 12 prayer, so I should definitely go to the monastery again. Rune Longsword Alx for 19k. Okay, so I decided to go back to Castle Wars instead of the monastery. See, I have to eat food anyways, so it's going to free up inventory slots. I would just go to the monastery in this position and then eat some food. But what I do instead is drop these off, drag them to a different tab, and I withdraw 5 monkfish. Interesting play. Now I can combo eat my way back up to full health. Teleport to the monastery, this is correct. Walk right in to the tip, and right at the back, you know where this is. That's where you want to recharge your prayer. Here we go, back in again, 13 keys left. Ooh, nice hit on the spec there, 21, 22. And now we're killing growthlings again. Best way to do this, I think, is to squeeze in the use action at some time where it's like tick efficient, so you can still attack them all pretty quickly. I believe there's a combat achievement task for killing Bryophyta with poison, so make sure you get that if you want, if you happen to be doing this. Rune Square Shield, pretty good alk, 23k. Anything Rune Square Shield or better, that's like where you're really getting up in there in the alk values for rune items. And boom, I just go right back. I come to Castle Wars. Oh, that's why I have to go to Castle Wars every time, because that's where I stack up my clues. So even if I don't need to bank, even if I don't have any other reason to go to Castle Wars, I still have to go there, drop off the clue, and then I can teleport directly to the monastery or directly back here. I'm doing a good job of not using any prayer pots. I guess I can do 2 runs per trip to the monastery. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this grind or not, because the thing is, in order to get the cannonballs you need to AFK grind for keys in Varrock Sewers, you first have to go AFK grind for coal at the Motherlode mine. Rune Chain Body, 30k alk, that's a good drop. And then after you're done grinding for coal in the Motherlode mine, you have to go mine iron in the mining guild with your mining gloves on and stack up like a few thousand coal and a few thousand iron. And then you have the intensive hour-long grind at Blast Furnace, where you just make steel bars and gold or whatever else. That's actually really exciting, because I'll hopefully get to 79 smithing, and then I can boost to 80 and sing my crystal keys into enhanced crystal keys. And with the enhanced crystal keys, I can open the chest in Privdinus, which I've never done before, and that's really exciting because, ooh, huge hit with the Dragon Dagger. Oh, 28, 29, 28, and now she's done. That's a fast kill on the Bryophyta there, and there's no drop. Crazy. Okay, well, that's kill number 69. Nice, lol. Funny that I opened the chat box just for that. Kill number 69, so 11 keys to go. And now here I go, walking into the campfire for some reason. I'm dropping a Terramin seed into the campfire because I don't want it. Don't want any of those low-level seeds. Dropping off the clue, and we're back to Bryophyta. Storming through the gate, attacking, dealing a huge 35, huge 34, going right into a spec, and then getting growthings. And now, it's just sheer pain. It's like crunching, screaming horror whenever the growthings are around, and you have to right-click on an axe and use it on the growthings. Boom, finally done. Now we can go back to making progress. We're no longer trapped in the depths of hell. And we emerge victorious against the boss, getting a rune plate legs, 38k. Big money alk. Love to see that 38k alk coming right in. And only 10 mossy keys remaining. Here I decide to go to the bank, drop my clue off, deposit the ensouled heads, the big bones, plate legs, and then I'm ready to go to the monastery, recharge my prayer. Walk right into the tip, go to the right or the left side. This time I chose the right side. It's testicular. Walk through the gate again, and we're back into the action, ready to pray magic right away. Look at that damage. Oh, growthlings, dang. Five poison damage coming in. Oh, and a 14 finishes it off. Only 115 HP this boss. I get 100 admin arrows. Pretty garbage ass, useless ass drop. Not very good or useful. Could maybe use them, but I'm more of a crossbow user, so I don't really use arrows that much anyways. I drop off my clue and I go back right through the gate, and we're ready. We're back into combat right away. Let's go. I get hit for a 9 because I didn't pray in time. I get poisoned. Don't have any anti-poison with me. And now I'm probably going to have to go through some food in order to... I'm going to have to go through some food in order to stay alive in this fight. I think I'm also going to need another can of iced coffee to stay alive in this fight. There she blows. The 200 chaos rune drop. Pretty garbage ass useless acid drop. I don't use chaos runes for nothing. And I accidentally teleport to the Ferox Enclave. I say, okay, whatever, I'm just going to use the bank here, because that was my last charge anyways. Step into the bank, withdraw the anti-poison, and then click Cure on the heart bubble at the top in order to cure poison. As long as you have an anti-poison in your inventory, you can just click on the health icon there, and it'll automatically drink a dose. Cure you right up there, bud. I'm going to use my Ring of Doom and go to Castle Wars to drop off this clue scroll. Always have to go to Castle Wars just so everything's in the one place. And then I can use my Ring of Dueling, teleport back here every time I need to pick up a new clue. And they'll last on the ground for an hour. If I don't finish all of the clues in an hour, then I can just pick up all the clues one at a time and move them to a new spot on the ground, and it'll reset the timer. Usually when I'm done with Bryophyta, I'll pick up all the clues anyways and move them all to a single tile, like near the barrels on the side by the door there. Really stacked up quite a few of those bad boys. This is one of the very few episodes where, because the audio didn't record at the time that I was recording the footage, I'm actually coming back in time now to talk about this from a point in time where I've already recorded some future episodes of the show. So when tomorrow's episode comes out, you will see that the man speaking to you in that episode is dead and gone. And even now, right at this very moment, I come to you from a time in the future. Even though this video won't be released for until later, right? Because I'm just recording it. So I'll actually still be in the past. I can't actually get to the future ahead of the time when you're going to see this and it's already published, but I try my best. I try my best to get there. I'm eating an entire pan of chocolate cake and drinking iced coffees out of the can. Because I need something to ease the pain of having to see all of these growthlings going down with the bronze axe. Ooh, nice. Bryophyta down. 6 keys to go. Rune Medhelm times 2. Okay, whatever. We've seen it before. We want something new. We want either a mossy key or Bryophyta's essence. 1 in 118. You know the odds. I've got more than a 10% chance. Or not anymore, but I did. When I started, I had a chance, but I've missed all my rolls. So now we're in the depths. We've only got 6 keys. The odds of getting on this are low ass. Low ass, to say the least. Low ass balls. And we're getting growthlinged right off the bat. Straight up bad dog on this KC. But there, we've gotten through it and we're back on task. We're making progress in the game. Hitting a 1 is better than nothing. 13 comes through. Now an 18, stacking it up. A 10, building on that foundation. And I also got hit with a 15 myself. I think this guy can hit with melee or magic. I don't know. But we always pray magic in here because he can definitely hit with magic too. I think it's magic or melee. Anyways, I make short work of those growthlings and then hit a 25. And I'm bussing along here. Come on, finish them off right before there's more growthlings. Yes, the 7. I love it when I deal 7 damage to a mob. Oh, 100 law runes. That's a good-ass drop, man. That's good. That's a good one. I like that, and I like the nature rune drop as well. These law runes are so useful for teleporting all around. Especially if I'm running barrows, I can use these to teleport back to my POH. And that's where I have my portal to barrows. So, POH barrows. And sometimes between KC at barrows, I'll use the upstairs altar to recharge my prayer instead of going to the monastery. Here we go. Swinging the cudgel, doing lots of damage. Right into the spec. Was that a... Damn, he's only got 18 health left. He's poisoned. But it doesn't matter, because he's dead. And I get 10k GP. Get my GP drop. Drop the clue and we're back into action. Can definitely do like 2 kills per trip to the monastery. I think that's the best way to do it. Remember to drink anti-poison. Getting these growthlings down. And immediately, that was like the same tick. I got more growthlings right back again. Unfortunate how that works sometimes. Because now I didn't have any opportunity to make progress on the boss. Trying to get that HP to 0. ASAP. There it goes. Only 3 keys to go. And this one is more Rune Medhelms. Skip. Can I pause and just skip to the next one? 5, 6, 7, 8. How long does this thing take to pick up all the items? There we go. Teleport back to Council Wars. Takes forever. Go all the way over to the bank in the far side of the room. click on these items so slowly, deposit everything, blah, blah, blah. Why am I depositing all that stuff? Depositing all my prayer pots? I think at this point I realized that I should just use the monastery. It's yummy. Not only were there not any growthlings, but I also got 100 nature runes, which is a good drop. And we're back in. That was fast. That was really good. See how quickly I got out and back in there? I barely had time to wash down my chocolate cake with iced coffee. Now we're making quick work of these growthlings. Bam. And we're going to go right into a speck. Then go back to the cudgel. Ooh, 3123, big damage. Gotta drink an anti-poison, but it doesn't matter because I can finish the boss off first with all that damage I'm putting out. 2 rune swords, Alk, for 24k GP. Maybe I'll alch them, maybe I'll just leave them in my bank forever, who knows. What I do know is that I gotta go back to Castle Wars. And I don't know if I'll pick up another ring here or if I'll just go raw style, because this is the last key, the very last mossy key coming up. I decide not to get another ring. Well, now where am I going to go? I'm not going to be able to get back to a bank now when I'm done with Bryophyta. I'll have to use one of those teleports. I'll have to use my Amulet of Glory. Quick little combo and we're through the gate. Bam, pray. Attack. I deposited my attack in strength pots too instead of eating them. Could have just ate those for this last kill. Make it as easy as possible. See, now I didn't have my attack and strength pots. I was too slow and I get attacked by growthlings. That's just how it goes. 35 damage. There's 16, 19 more to go. 10 more left. There she goes, down to 0. Battle staffs, clue scroll, ensouled giant head, big bones. Ugh. So sad. The grind is not over. The grind never sleeps, and I can never sleep on the grind. And now, it's like all that work, all of those thousands of cannonballs. I'm going to have to do that all over again. But we'll make it happen. Or I'll just do something else in game. Who cares? But the greatest thing is that, I want to say hi. I have this moment in time before the video ends. I got to say thanks for watching. Yo, thanks for watching. And subscribe to the channel. Stay blessed. Do the right thing. Be true to yourself.